Wait! Stop scrolling! I tried to do a simple carnivore breakfast and accidentally summoned something that demanded electrolytes. And honestly, I get it. Jeez. Oh. I think I didn't swallow yet. I was in mid-flight. Coffee went out my nose. Oh. No, because why? Why did my butter just hiss at me? I don't trust food that talks back unless it's steak. And even then, it better be medium rare and respectful. Did you hear that? Or is that just my ancestors judging me for not salting enough? Welcome back to the chaos, besties. I mean, if you're new here, hi, I'm the Carnivore Witch. I eat meat, mind my business, and I occasionally open portals I did not consent to. Today is a day of respect. If there's any holiday happening today, we acknowledge it respectfully. I don't think there is, but whatever. And, immediately I want to return back to whatever nonsense is happening in my kitchen. I want you to settle in, just relax. It's all right. So it all started this morning when I woke up spiritually unstable, but hydrated, which is honestly the best I can offer society. So I go out into the kitchen barefoot because grounding, or whatever TikTok told me to do, and I say to myself, Drea, today we're going to be calm. That was my first mistake. I grab my pan, my butter, my eggs, my emotional baggage, and I start cooking. Like a responsible adult, And then the butter hissed. Now listen, butter is not supposed to hiss like it has opinions. It wasn't a sizzle. It was a judgmental hiss. Irresponsible. I froze because I've seen enough movies to know when your food starts whispering, you either leave or you season it and commit. I chose commitment. So I sprinkle a little salt and the pan goes like I offended its entire bloodline. And I said out loud, we are not doing this today because I have boundaries now. Not many, but enough to not argue with cookware before coffee. But then besties, the eggs started bubbling in a pattern. Not random bubbles, organized bubbles. Strategic, suspicious, government-level bubbles. And I'm looking at it like, why does that look like a symbol? And not just any symbol. A symbol that says you forgot your electrolytes. Now that is a personal attack. So I do what any rational carnivore witch would do. I grab my Redmond salt and I draw a protection circle around my skillet. Because if we're summoning, we're doing it safely. And I say, if anything enters this kitchen, I will respect my macros. Because we have standards. The stove turns itself up. I didn't touch it. My ancestors did not touch it. The captive one Boo Bear was not in here. The stove said, we're cooking today. And at this point, I'm not scared. I'm annoyed. Because if you're going to possess something, at least do the dishes. So I stand there, arms crossed, like, all right, what do you want? And Dusty, the pan said more butter. Respect. So I added more butter. Because if a demon is asking for healthy fats, we might be aligned. And suddenly the energy shifts. The kitchen feels calmer, grounded, like a steakhouse that charges too much. But you still go anyway. And I realized I didn't summon the demon. I summoned my higher self. Because who else would demand butter, salt, and emotional accountability before 9 a.m.? And she said, we are done playing small. And I said, ma'am, I just wanted eggs. She said no, you wanted transformation. I said no, I wanted breakfast. She said same thing. Rude but accurate. So now I'm standing here in a salt circle negotiating with my own evolution while my eggs are overcooking. And that right there is personal growth. Because old me would have panicked. New me plates the eggs anyways. And I eat them. Because nothing is more powerful than a woman who finishes her meal during a spiritual awakening. That's discipline. And as I'm eating, I feel this calm, this clarity, this slightly aggressive peace. And I realize I didn't lose control this morning. I seasoned it. And that, besties, is the difference. All right, messy besties, if you made it this far, drop a purple heart emoji down in the comments. Please like this video so the algorithm will share it with others who need to hear it. Share it with a friend who could use a good laugh today. And as I always tell you, witches, I love you, messy bestie. If no one told you today they love you, then no, I told you first. Sorry, I'm under the weather. Stay strong, stay messy, but don't forget your magic. I may be the witch, but you are the magic. I'll see you tomorrow, messy bestie.